From the tip of the tail of New Zealand, Te Rerenga Wairua, to Bluff in the south, the Te Araroa Trail is a continuous 3,000 kilometre track that connects settlements, townships and cities. But more than that, it connects the people of Aotearoa. The track shows off all kinds of New Zealand experiences, both spiritual and physical, and of course, our stunning landscapes.
When he's running, you say, help.
You know, I've always wanted to explore the ancient trails and walkways of our tupuna, our ancestors, to meet the people who live in those small towns and communities along the way, and find out what makes us so unique and interesting. So, put the billy on, because I could be calling in to say kia ora. I'm on a long journey all over the country, and like most people who have trekked along these pathways, I'm just going to take in chunks of it one at a time and see what I can discover along the way. This time I'm tackling a section of the trail that will take me down the east coast through Pakiri to Puhoi. It's an area that offers up some beautiful coastal scenery, but also inspires a community of creative people who have been relocated here and dared to do something a bit different. I'll be snorkeling at one of the world's first marine reserves. Joining a group of renegade yarn bombers.
We're actually going down to the police station and you're going to help us.
Let's do this. And I'll be learning that buffalo farmers really have their work cut out for them.
Like a duck.
Well, this part of the Te Araroa Trail takes me to the head of Pakiri Beach, all 15 kilometres of it. I've got to go. With the big smoke less than 2 hours away, this area is a playground for Aucklanders, a haven from the stresses of the city. The views that stretch in all directions are expansive, looking out to Little Barrier, Great Barrier, the Hen and Chicken Islands and the Whangarei Heads. I'd even say there's a contemplative feel to the place. But this pristine beach has only been protected by the efforts of people who have fought hard to protect it.
Man, this beach is long. I need to see a woman about a horse.
I reckon I'll find a horse here at the Pakiri Beach Horse Rides. Charlie Haddon's been running this place on her late husband's whānau land for donkey's years. Hi, how are you?
Kia ora, Pio. Good walk?
Good walk, yeah. Yeah, beautiful around here.
Thanks. Yeah, I like it too.
Yeah. Hey, I was sort of wondering, I was thinking about it, right, because I know you've got all these horses, and I should be walking the trail, but if I'm on a horse and the horse is walking, I'm walking the trail.
Of course.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Can you help me?
I reckon. I got one here called Ahi. That suit you?
Ahi, fire, flame.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, this could be tricky, harder than getting over the horse. Oh, crikey.
Come with me.
Is this a happy horse?
A very happy horse.
So what about my backpack? Will that sort of upset things if I get on?
I don't think so, but, you know, might.
Well, what do I do?
Deal with it.
Right, okay. Okay, I'll get you to hang on to this. And, okay. I hope that's nice and...
Oi! Oh! You okay? You're pulling my horse over.
There's a bit more in that backpack than I thought. Yeah, that's a very good horse.
It's a very good horse.
Hey? Charlie's whānau have been guardians, the kaitiaki of this area for generations. Her late husband, Lali, rangatira of Ngāti Manuhiri, held responsibility for the protection and preservation of Pakiri Beach.
I've been here almost 50 years.
Yeah, and of course the Haddon family, they've sort of been the kaitiaki of this area, haven't they?
They have, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they say that the ancestors of our people came through on the waka, Moikakara, and they followed the call of the whales.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The call of the whales, eh?
You come up to this neck of the woods, you fall in love with this Māori man. He's been a bit of a legend, not just here, but throughout the country. Tell me about him.
I met him at home in the Waikato. I think he was playing rugby then, and...
Because he was a Māori All Black, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like league.
You like league? Good girl. So you met him.
Yeah.
He brought you up here, and it must have been a huge transformation for you.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a very lonely place, and it hasn't been easy, but I just really love it, and I love this land, and
Yeah.
I loved Lale. He was a very political man in many ways, and he was a very, very strong leader of his people.
Your Tane closed this beach down, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah. We
It was
stood
all
on
on
the
us.
gates. We charged people to come through. If they wanted to come through, they had to pay.
Yeah, that racks people up.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, yeah.
It really started because there was a new campground there, and they were using the beach and not cleaning it. And New Year's Eve, there used to be broken bottles all over the beach. It was dangerous.
Yeah.
But now it's a different fight.
And it's about the sand, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Auckland takes it for buildings and to spray onto Mission Bay and Point Chev beaches. So you fellas down there can throw your butts on it, you know?
I detect a hint of... But you're right, I mean, that's what they do. We ship it...
Exactly.
Yeah. And do you think people think that this stuff just keeps regenerating?
I think they must do, but this white sand is actually very finite.
Yeah. Yeah. And that battle still today?
Yes, it is. I still feel real wild when I look out there at night and I see them sneaking in real close and dredging.
Yeah.
We've got a bird sanctuary down here too, which is easily disturbed. There's fairy terns and the New Zealand dotterel, both of them are endangered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pied oyster catcher, like little old men on the beach. You know, they're so beautiful.
They are.
Yeah.
What's the future, do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I hope it doesn't change. I hope the beach stays pristine like this.
This place has a wild beauty and real sense of remoteness. It makes it hard to believe that New Zealand's largest city is not that far away.
You know, the people of this area have worked hard to protect this part of New Zealand's coastline. Not just for themselves, but for everybody. It's just beautiful. Nō reira, me mihi ki ngā whānau o tēnei hāpori. Tēnā koutou katoa.
Just south of Pakiri Beach lies Hawiri, or Goat Island, an important place to the local iwi, as it's the landing spot of their ancestral waka. It's also the site of one of the world's first marine reserves. The reserve is a natural extension of the concept of kaitiakitanga, protection and guardianship of the sea and land. Errol Murray worked for years as a commercial fisherman before a change of career and heart led him to take on a job at the Goat Island Marine Reserve.
It used to be somewhere where a lot of spear fishermen would come and recreational fishermen, a lot of divers. It was their local hunting ground.
Yeah, but it got smashed, eh? I mean, I know a little bit about this.
It did indeed.
It got smashed.
Yes. The stocks of snapper and crayfish had become so depleted that the kina were taking over. The rocks were just covered with them.
So it must have been really hard on those recreational fishermen when they found out that this was a reserve.
That's right. There was some serious opposition from them. And the irony is that those people that were seriously opposed are now his greatest advocates.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I mean, this is a nursery, basically. So the spillover that comes out of this place from all the fish that and the animals that breed here, it just spills over into the surrounding areas.
This was globally, you know, trailblazing, wasn't it?
The world was watching. Being the first marine reserve, the no-take marine reserve in New Zealand, and one of the first in the world, everyone was watching to see what would happen. Not very many people, they agreed with it, but it didn't take long to change their minds.
I can feel your passion, Cuz. You love this stuff, eh?
I do, I really do.
Yeah.
It is one of my greatest passions. You know, it's quite important, the idea of kaitiakitanga. I think that all of these resources are here for all of us to enjoy, and if we look after it, they will be.
Kia ora to that, bro. Kia ora to that. Ki mai e
It seems like this part of New Zealand's coastline has come a long way since being fished out just a few decades ago. And I reckon the best way to get to see it is if I get in the water and have a look.
Hoki mai, ki te wakainga. E tutu ki te tumanga koe. Ki te kapa mai, te haki, i ngā rangi, ngā tia mana e.
Te ātāho hoki. Ai marika. Me kaha tātou. Te manaaki tō tātou. Moana, me ngā tamariki o Tangaroa. This place rocks. Whew.
One of the things I've come to love about walking is the way that it allows you to really take in your surroundings as well as spot anything that's a bit out of the ordinary. How you doing, bro? G'day. G'day, are these your buffalo?
They are.
Awesome, my name's Phil.
I'm Phil.
Kia ora, Phil. How you, mate?
Chris. Yeah.
Kia ora, Chris.
Nice to meet you.
Gee. These are awesome.
They're cool animals.
They're very cool animals. So how did this all start? Because it's quite a rare sight.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
There's only 2 milking herds of buffalo in
Right.
New Zealand. So-
Right.
And this is one of them. We imported 17 in-calf heifers from Australia.
And 2 bulls.
And 2 bulls.
Right, you got to have the bulls.
Yeah. They're good, but not that good.
Hey, obvious, but why, mate? I mean, what possessed you to?
We do amazing dairy here, but no one's doing buffalo, so yeah, why not give it a go?
Do they behave differently?
They are absolute princesses. They are highly offendable. Someone new around is quite likely to stir them up a bit.
Right. So if we went back 1,000 years, is this the same animal we would see?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, they've been domesticated for 5,000 years versus 50,000. So we've probably had less chance to
Stuff them up.
stuff them up. Is probably a good way of putting it.
So what are the advantages, do you think, that these cattle, bring their ancientness, their whakapapa?
I think it's in their disease resistance.
Yep.
I can't recall the last time we used any drugs on them, to be honest.
Really? They're drug-free?
Yes, they're drug-free.
Good girls. Good girls, that's the way to behave. So do these, they don't have names, do they, mate?
All of the cows, all of the heifers that are born here get given a name. So we have Coco Big Ears, and we have Kirsty, and we have Mad Eye Moody.
Well, how come she got that name?
She's got blue eyes. They look crazy. They really do.
Yeah.
After a while, they do respond to their name.
And do they have different personalities?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There have been some that have been absolute tarts and have taken a long while going through the cow shed before they're quiet. Madison, who's always very likely to run up for a check out what's in your pockets.
Right.
She's being friendly. Pays to stay a little bit further away from Billy.
Yeah. Billy the
but
bull?
Billy the bull. He's a big boy.
Mate,
he's
I
a big
wouldn't even
boy.
go close. I notice he's sort of moved to the front of the herd here.
Yeah, he's just keeping an eye on everything.
They're very quiet, aren't they?
Yes, they don't make sound like ordinary cows. It's more of a duck, a sort of noise.
Like a duck?
There's no loud mooing.
No.
No.
So do you milk them twice a day?
No, only once a day.
Yep.
Yep, and it's coming up shortly, so if you want to give us a hand, that would be really appreciated.
Cool.
So this is Madison.
She's got plenty to say, eh?
Oh, she's got a lot to say. Hey, sweetheart.
Yeah. Kia ora. Come on, kia horo, kia horo. Come on, feeling it. There will be rewards aplenty. Ah.
So you might want to put this on.
Yeah, mate, I've seen those accidents happen before. I'll tell you what, though, I'm pleased Bill knows his place.
Yep. He puts himself over there every day.
Yeah.
But, he's happy.
Yeah, cool.
Round again, and then it's a clove hitch.
They're seriously tied down, eh?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Easy peasy, eh?
You can have a go.
Yep, OK.
I always start farthest away from me with the teats and just pick them up one at a time and slide them on.
It's all right, love. You're in the hands of a professional. OK. Mission unsuccessful. Here you go, bro. So, Phil, how long is this going to take?
I'll be here another hour and a half, 2 hours, by the time I've cleaned up and done everything. But I do know that cooking buffalo burgers up the hill, so if you want to head on up the hill and try one of those, you're more than welcome.
Sounds like a plan.
The cheese is called Marin Blue.
Yep.
That's named after my grandson,
Lovely.
Marin. And the other cheese we do is called St Marlow, and it's named after the other grandson, except he's no saint. Right, those fellas are ready.
Here we go.
Right, let's go and try them.
Thank you very much. This is the first for me. Buffalo burger.
No, that'll be probably right.
Yeah, I'll have a
I'll be
try.
able to see what you think of it.
Yeah, awesome, bro. That's beautiful, eh? And with the cheese and stuff. Oh, what's the name of this one?
Oh, you're lucky. It didn't have a name, just a number.
Oh, OK. If
Yeah.
it had a name, I'd feel a little bit guilty.
You probably would.
Yeah, right.
So you had to go and shed, all right?
But I sucked. I'm up early to beat the Pakiri rush hour. And by the sound of it, I'm just in time for school. This proud little school has just one teacher, one class, and just 18 students. Kia ora rā tātou katoa. Tēnei te mihi nui kia koutou, te kura o Pakiri. E mihi ana kia koutou, ngā tamariki rangatira. E whakamaha nāna tēnei rā. Mō tēnei ko tā mai, no reire e mihi ana kia koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Who thinks I'd be an awesome singer in your kapa haka group? Yes! I think you're right. OK, now I normally play the guitar in the kapa haka groups. Because I'm not very good at action. So you can... What's the first action to the song, please?
That.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's the words?
Ko tā mahunga te maunga.
Tā mahunga te maunga, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, good. How am I doing?
Good.
Good, thank you.
Taringa, that's how you have to learn today.
But my nanny said I don't have any taringa.
Oh, gee.
OK, let's give it a go. Bring it on.
Ka pai. Kia wiri.
Ko nā te manuhiri e hora nei a nei.
playtime?
Yeah.
Can I play bull rush?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Where's the bell? I want to ring the bell. Where is the bell? Can I ring the bell? Yeah, hang on. Away we go. Oh, away you go, you kids. Go on, get out of there. Get out of here, fellas. Bull rush! They're not even pigs, man. The kapahaka teacher, Vicky, has been coming to this school to work with the kids for many years.
Koina taku tūranga I roto I tēnei kura. He kai whakatō I tō tātou reo me te ako iwa tātou mahi āringa ki enei tamariki. Ko enei tamariki, tēnei kura, me ngā whānau, e noho mai nei, he iwi ahakoa e hara rātau I te iwi kaha ki te whakahau ki te kōrero I tō tātou reo. Ko te aroha nui kei a rātau. Aroha ana te ngākau pai, he manaki tangata, era taonga tāhua katoa, kei roto I tēnei whānau.
He tino Māori hoki. Me moe tahi atu ne ngā mātua Pākehā. Ia koe e tamariki ana, e haere koe ki te kura pēnei te hanga, pēnei te nohi-nohi.
Rite tonu ki tēnei kura. He kura iti noa, rua te kaumārima pēa ngā tauira.
Whiki, aha ngā hua moe nei tamariki, ngā hua o ngā mahi kapahaka?
Pātai pai tēnā. Ko ngā hua, ka taka mai ki ngā tamariki I roto I nei mahi, he nui he maha. Ko te tahi, kua kite au I roto I te wā poto nei, iau I tēnei kura, kua kaha ngā tamariki ki te tuku kauhau, ki roto I te akomanga. Nā runga I te tū I roto I ngā rārangi haka. Mauri tau ana ngā tamariki. I te wā tuatahi I pōhiritia mai ahau e te whānau nei ki tēnei kura. Ko tētahi o ngā kōhine nānei tīmata I tātaki ngā mahi waiata I te rangi nei, nā koe pōhiri. E hine, tēnā, tū mai koe ki tērā pito o te rūma, ka porowhiu mai tō reo kia hau nei. Ka tū mai te kōhine rā I tērā, te koko o te rūma nei, ka maringi mai ngā roimata. Kāre nei I whiwhi te kaha ki te whakakaha I tāna reo. Whakama, maringi mai ana ngā roimata. I roto I te wā, ka ki te koutou, kua puawai. Hei puti a tāhua. I roto I wēnei mahi. Nō reira, koina ngā hua. Neke atu I tērā, he hua anō. I roto I ngā tautoru, kua kite au I te pakari kaha o ngā tamariki. Nō reira, kia hau nei.
He mea nui.
He mea nui.
Tino nui.
No te kapahaka katoa I rā, taonga katoa I whakatohia I roto I wera tamariki.
Ka rawe. Engari te kai ako o te kura nei, he Pākehā ne?
Nā tērā wahine, ahakoa he Pākehā, ahakoa no tauiwi, he wahine aroha ki tō tātou reo. Ki o tātou tikanga, ki ngā mokopuna nei, ngā tamariki nei, ki tēnei hāpori. Kei roto I tēnei kura. Ko tahi ana ki te kai ako, ko Natasha. Nā reira, me kaha a Natasha ki te ki te wero I wana tamariki pakeke, kia huri ki te āwhine I ngā mea pakupaku. Kei roto I tēnei kura, tērā āhuatanga. Manaki tangata. Ngā kaunui ki ngā kaupapa kei mui a rātau. Hea hai, nā te toko iti I roto I te akomanga. Kāre whiwhi wā ki te tūkino, ki te...
He whānau hoki.
Whānau kotahi.
See ya, kids!
See ya,
Tamariki a tāhua. Beautiful. It's a long slog up the hill from Pakiri. I wish I rated the kids' lunches. At 437 metres, Mount Tamahunga stands watch over this region, separating Pakiri from Matakana, and it's the highest point on this section of the trail. The Araroa Trail has brought me to this ridge. Now, just below me is Omaha, and right off into the distance you can just make out Rangitoto and Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland City. Now, there are those who have lived here for generations and whakapapa to this place. And there are more recent people who have moved here in pursuit of a better lifestyle away from the rat race. And one of those people who made the move up from Auckland is permaculture enthusiast Delwyn Ward. Delwyn, kia ora.
Hi.
How are you?
Very good.
Ah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Hey, look, I've been on the Araroa Trail and I'm here to do a bit of woofing.
Great.
You don't look convinced.
Well, we've got a woofer at the moment and
Yeah,
we've
but-
only got one bed, so you'd have to share. Are you into that?
Can I have a look at the woof? No, I mean, I'm not really here to do woofing, even though I could.
Yes.
But I'm interested to find out a little bit about your existence here. What brought you here and when?
We came here 18 years ago and really liked the beach. That was a big draw card, and we've never regretted the move, even though people said, oh, that's so far away. But we're out in the fresh air, and what we've been able to create is something that's sustainable and maintainable for us.
So the house?
Yes.
I mean, it's a beautiful morning this morning.
It's lovely, yeah.
And I can see
autumn.
all the windows are catching the light.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really warm in the winter. The temperature doesn't change between summer and winter all year, except by about 2 degrees. People think we've got underfloor heating when they come and visit.
I love this stuff. It's so intelligent. All the water off the roof?
All the water that we use for the house is off the roof. Yep. We've got a composting toilet, which is a dry toilet that doesn't use any water. 30% of your household water gets flushed down the toilet, so I thought, And now that we're on tank water, that's a good way of saving 30% water.
Fantastic.
Would you like to have a look?
I've got to have a look.
Yeah.
I don't usually turn up at people's houses to talk about their toilets, but in this case... Pretty colourful. Now, I reckon this is the way of the future, your composting toilet, okay? So if you feel like you need to go for a mimi, or you've had a big feed of wheat bix and then a cup of coffee, you know what happens, and you need to use the wharepaku, this is it. Now, all you have to do is do your business, all right? And then you get this natural sawdust and geranium leaves, bit of lemongrass, and you throw it on the mouth, okay? Close the lid, no flushing. It's perfect. And I'll tell you something, absolutely no hunger. It smells beautiful in here. Excuse me. So here's the big question, right? What actually happens after the business has been done?
The process is a series of these wheelie bins
Yep.
that are all around the garden, and one's under the toilet where you went.
Yep.
And it's got holes in the bottom, so the wees are separated from the poos.
Ah.
Because that's why old-fashioned long drop smell so much, because the poos and the wees are together and rah-de-rah. And so the liquids are getting piped out down here to the bananas.
Right,
Yeah.
out goes your mimi.
Yeah. And the solids stay in here, and then the bins are rotating round, and we fill them with kitchen waste, vegetable and fruit scraps, and they're all parked under a fruit tree or waiting by the compost, and then they go into our compost bin system. And it takes about a year to get from the toilet into the onto the fruit trees and that sort of thing.
Okay, how long would it take in a normal family? I'm trying to make this as nice as I can to fill up one of these.
It depends how many visitors you have.
Right. Auckland has come up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, the
Parties
takeaways.
and-
Parties and takeaways and...
About, it's getting changed about once a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
To the compost bins. Crikey. This is heavy as. Did you have a few visitors over the weekend?
Yeah. And then we can park it under this lemonade tree for a year.
Yep. So here's okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Put your scraps in. Is it good stuff?
It's really good stuff because it's been mixed with all the seaweed that I've collected from the beach, all the prunings from the garden, the weeds, the veggie scraps, yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah.
And then
it's
the
a good
garden grows,
mixture.
we eat it, and out it comes again.
Yeah. Life continues on.
Life continues on. I wouldn't normally think of myself as a raw foodie, unless it's kina, but I'm keen to sample some of Darwin's homegrown.
So I thought we should do some silver beet that you saw growing in the garden.
Right.
Something to give you lots of energy for your walk.
I love silver beet.
Do you?
Yeah.
What about bananas?
Yeah, bananas.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So we've come full circle, basically, haven't we?
We have.
With these ingredients?
We have, and that's the whole permaculture principle of nothing coming onto the land, nothing leaving the land, so everything gets recycled and used.
Yeah.
Less packaging, less waste.
Yeah.
Bit of coconut sugar, some dates.
It's loud, isn't it?
It's really loud.
Yeah.
It's 2 horsepower, apparently.
Is it? You got the grunter?
Yeah, yeah.
You must have seen some dramatic change when you started to live like this. Or have you always lived healthy?
No. Definitely not always lived healthy. But a lot of family members have been sick and died of cancer, and I think that sort of, we just wanted to change it a bit by not repeating that and not wanting to go to the doctor so much, and I didn't want those aches and pains anymore.
A meal in a glass.
Thank you.
Kia ora. Thank you. I could drink heaps of that. It really is lovely. I'll take a 6-pack on the trail with me.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Kia ora. This is the boil-up we should be having. You know, I think Darwin is fantastic. She has created a wonderful way of life for her and her whānau. I've learned heaps about healthy living. And this permaculture, I think it could be the way of the future. And I've started to think about my personal waste. And I think wasting your waste is just a waste. Being an early riser means I get to appreciate the trail at some of its most gorgeous moments. But this morning has me up early and heading into Warkworth for a different reason. You know, I don't normally have much call to associate with knitters, but I'm here to meet a group. See, apparently knitting has become quite modern and trendy. Now, it's not just about tea cozies and babies' booties anymore, I know. Morning.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, good. My name's the Godfather.
Nice to meet you, Phil.
Meet the team of knitters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a little bit sort of, yeah. So who's the whānau here?
This is Ed,
Right.
after Sir Ed. She normally does any climbing for us.
Right.
We've got Bob the Builder there.
Yeah.
We've got Bubble. She makes Christmas bubbles to
Yeah.
send home to her homeland. And we've got Psycho.
Right, what's
For
her?
obvious reasons, it might come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And MacIver with her toolkit.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And we're
Lovely.
here to do a covert yarn bombing.
Right.
You've heard of that before?
Never.
Never?
No.
Yarn bobbing is where we go out and we decorate public places, and obviously we're all in disguise.
What are we doing today? Who are some kindy or something?
We're actually going down to the police station. And you're going to help us.
Let's do it.
Okay, hey, first though, you've got to be christened
Right.
with your balaclava. Hope it will go over your head.
I'm in TV, so it's probably quite a tight fit.
Now where's the holes?
Yeah, like that.
In all my career, this is the best I've looked. I feel awesome.
Good.
I sort of
You
feel,
say that,
I feel
good.
sort of, you know, in the A. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready, team? Okay, follow us.
can't see anything.
Pinch your stick. Okay, we're going to start here with the flagstaff.
We're good with those.
Yeah, Ed.
They don't really focus, do they, sometimes?
This guy has been on a few missions with us.
Yeah.
He got confiscated by the police once, so he's back now. What happened was the local paper wrote a story we didn't like, so we yarn bombed their office.
Right.
And he was part of that, and we made him a lovely turd at their front door with that
fine.
behind him.
Yeah.
And then next thing we see him in the paper with a policeman. And today we're going to cuff him
Right.
to the post, and then we're going to put the turd at the bottom.
Yarn bombing's a bit of a worldwide sensation. It's kind of like graffiti. Mostly, these vigilantes are hoping to colour up their public spaces while using up the end of their balls of wool.
He's not coming off in a hurry.
It's highly illegal, of course, but I'm not sure if anyone's actually being charged. Well, not yet anyway. And we seem to have got away with it.
You get the honour of placing the dog poo today.
Right. Look at that.
Thanks, Pico. Wonderful.
Well done, ladies. And what a colourful display.
Awesome job. High five. Yeah, that was weird. Okay, here we go.
I'm convinced that knitting has found a place for itself in the 21st century. But is there a place for me in the world of knitting? This whole new world of knitting has opened up to me. I mean, is it difficult?
Well, you know, we're actually in the process of our crochet group, so I can show you if you like.
Crochet, yeah, but that's not knitting, is it?
No, that's right. You're
Oh, is
exactly right. No, it's not. You're completely right. Knitting's done with 2 needles, crochet's done with 1 hook.
Right.
You know, I think you should have a go.
I'd love to have a go.
Yeah.
My mum used to do this.
Yeah.
You know, it was fantastic. We
Oh,
used to make
great.
blankets and all sorts of things.
And did she try and teach you to crochet?
No,
Did you teach? Have you got sisters?
no.
Oh, so she right, okay.
But she helped us with our rugby tackles and stuff.
Oh,
She
well,
was
good.
quite the woman.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. So,
Those blankets, they have quite a history, don't they? Have you still got yours?
yep,
Oh, cool.
yep, they're special because Mum made them.
Yeah, neat.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and that's why we don't want to lose this craft, you know, and it's great that we've got some younger people that are coming along so that we can keep, you know, passing these crafts on.
Have we met before?
No.
I recognise your voice, though.
Do you?
You're the godfather.
The who?
Doesn't matter.
Let's continue. So the first thing before we start crocheting is we have to do a slip knot. Have you ever done a slip knot?
I have.
Yeah. Right. So you're going to place your hook into the knot and you just hold your hook like a pencil.
Right.
Okay. Now this is the really tricky part. Got your hand facing you. Put your wool in between the finger and the small
What's
finger.
this bit here? Can I get rid of that? No, you need that.
No, sorry,
Right.
you just let that
Okay,
tickle
through
down.
there.
Yeah, round the back.
Round the back.
Yeah, right round the back.
Yep.
And then with your thumb and middle finger, you hold the knot.
Right.
Yeah,
Finger
that's
at the-
cool.
that's it.
Now, a lot of people find that really hard to do, so well done.
That's right.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so back to there, under there?
No, first of all, you've got to put your hook in the hole.
Right.
In the loop.
It's all started to suck a camera. Oh, I know. You've given me cheap wool. You've given me...
you a little bit. Let me just do a little bit and get you started.
Look at this.
Oh, dear. There we are. Okay. So
Okay.
That's called a chain.
Right.
Just keep on doing that. Bring
Under,
it through.
towards you,
Yeah.
pull back
Yeah.
gently through the hoop
Yeah.
and leave it there. Pull back through the hoop and leave it there.
Yeah. You're doing really well.
But the tension's an issue, isn't it?
Yes, but we don't worry too much about the tension when
No.
you're learning,
It's meant to be
unless you're a perfectionist. We do get a few perfectionists.
No, I'm not a perfectionist.
Okay.
Gary?
Yes.
How come you're here? I mean, I'm glad you're here, but what got you into this?
Well, it's sort of, I have to blame my mother for that.
Yeah.
And we're a family of 4 boys and no girls.
Yeah.
So we got told what to do.
Yeah.
And part of that was knitting and crocheting.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've always enjoyed it?
Oh, it's sort of stops you going mad, stops you going nutty. Like, I might make a lot of small toys and things, and seeing kids play with them, it's all quite cool.
Yeah. You crochet toys?
Yeah. Sheep and all sorts of things.
He does beautiful work. He's got nice tension too, is
Yes,
Gary?
he's got nice tension, I can tell.
But I think the skills are really pertinent. You know, look at those people who go out and fix fishing nets, and and the Scotsmen used to have to knit their own socks. So it's something that we've all forgotten how to do.
Yeah. I've got to tell you, once you start to get the hang of it, which I have, it sort of can be quite captivating, eh?
It is. It's very. It's therapeutic. It's very relaxing. Yeah.
Well, look what I've made. I've made a perfect pullover for a worm.
Yes.
See you later. You know what? I really enjoyed that yarn. But I'm not sure that these hands are made for crochet. But these boots are made for walking. So I'm out of here. South of Warkworth, the Te Araroa Trail runs along a ridgeline and crosses the Araroa Valley. I'm creeping ever closer to Auckland City, but this place still feels like a world away. In the 1860s, the first European settlers came to this area from the Kingdom of Bohemia, now the Czech Republic, lured across the oceans by the promise of free farmland. Little did they realise it would literally have to be hacked out of the bush. These 13 families found themselves completely isolated in dense forest, with 2 Nico palm whare for shelter and very little food. Local Māori chief Te Hemara Tauhia donated food and showed them how to live off the land. 100 years later, by the 1960s, a slightly different kind of immigrant was arriving in this area.
G'day, how you doing?
Very good, how you doing?
Kia ora, Pio, mate.
Pio, I'm Dale.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, Dale, this is your place?
Yeah, mine and the whole whānau.
But you're obviously not from round here.
No, not originally. I've been here 43 years, but I know I still sound like I just got off the boat.
Yeah. So where are you from?
Originally from Detroit.
And why did you pick little old Aotearoa, bro?
Well, it was a long shot, but growing up in Detroit, I could see things deteriorating. It's right on the Great Lakes, big river running through Detroit, 2 miles wide. Getting so dirty you couldn't eat the fish out of it, couldn't swim in it anymore.
Yeah.
So it was a bit sad, and I thought, well, I'm going to have a look around, see if there's somewhere else that I'd rather put down stakes and have a family, because in Detroit I thought, well, I wouldn't have children. There's no place to raise kids anymore. So I thought, well, I'll emigrate, come to New Zealand. If I like it, I can stay.
Yeah.
And I like it. And I stayed.
Yeah.
And I would never go back. I love it here, and it's home now.
Yeah.
I may not sound like a Kiwi, but I am.
Kia ora, brother. Yeah. Well, when you're talking about mokopunas and things, and obviously you had a family here.
Many of us are here on the farm. We all run it together, work together.
So when you got the property, Dale, what was your plan?
Well, we didn't have much of a plan. We didn't know anything about farming. I asked the orchardist that I was working for, I said, is there anything that's kind of New Zealand fruit? And he said, well, there are some fruits here that aren't found thelsewhere. And he gave me a feijoa first, and I tried that, and I thought, well, I'm going to grow some of these, because I've been around the world and I've never tasted anything like this.
This is foresight on your part, mate.
I'd like to take credit for that, but actually, my biggest mistakes have turned out to be the best successes.
Right.
I mean, feijoa was a mistake. Everyone thought it was a mistake. I thought it was a mistake 6 years later when they came into production, and everybody said, well, I've got one in my backyard. And I didn't realize there's no real market for fresh fruit at that time.
Because everybody had one.
Everybody had one. So I made some mistakes, but they've worked out. We got about 1,000 trees now. We've built up.
So what do you do with all this stuff?
We process the whole lot. We juice it all.
Yeah.
We make it into fruit juice, and then the bulk of it into wine.
Wine.
Feijoa wine.
You've suddenly got my attention.
Well, good. You should come and have a taste. Meet the whānau.
Kia ora, brother.
All right, let's go.
I like this fella. So, who have you got living here?
Well, me and my partner, Joe, have got, between us, we've got 8 kids.
Right.
Mokopuna? Mokopuna, 16. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, fantastic.
The fruits of our labor.
Kia ora, everyone. Hi.
Kia ora.
I was loitering in the feijoa patch. How are you?
Good. It's a good place to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is our most popular wine now. This is the bubbly.
That's really good.
Yeah, I enjoy it too.
This must be hugely rewarding after all these years. This is the result. And all this lot sitting around the table as well.
Well, that's the big reward.
Kia ora.
It is rewarding. I mean, we worked hard and we didn't come here to make money.
No.
But it's nice to be able to make a living.
I think people are redefining what real wealth is, eh?
Oh, absolutely. It's not just money. I mean, if you're not breathing fresh air and you're not seeing beautiful sights like this, you're not wealthy.
And drinking Fiji wine.
That helps.
You're missing out big time. Kia ora.
I admire the people who take on the Te Araroa Trail solo. Walking can be a lonely occupation, but as chance would have it, there's another American on my horizon.
Ah. Ukulele lessons, Kathy. You know, I had my heart broken by a ukulele player once. Oh well, here goes nothing.
Hello.
Hi there, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Good, you're Kathy?
I am Kathy.
I'm Pure, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
Hey, I saw your sign and I've got a bit of history with the ukulele, but
Yeah?
I thought I'd come in and have a bit of a nose.
Okay, I've got a studio out the back. Want to have a look?
Love to.
Sure,
I'll
cool.
follow you.
All right, let's
Cool.
go.
So, Kathy, where's the accent from? Are you from Gore?
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, a little town called Ipswich.
Ipswich?
Nobody plays a ukulele in Ipswich.
So, Boston, Ipswich, New Zealand, ukulele. Why?
I met a man and we sailed across the Atlantic in the 80s.
Yeah.
And we bought a restaurant in Hawaii. And
Plot thickens.
he brought me here.
Yeah.
And in order for me to stay here, we married and I became a New Zealand citizen.
But the passion for the ukulele is out of Hawaii.
It is out of Hawaii, definitely.
So who taught you how to play?
I was walking the streets one day.
I know the feeling.
Downtown Waikiki. And I just heard all this beautiful music. And after they finished playing, I went up to one of the people there, and they were all Asian.
Right.
And I went up and stopped one of the ladies and said, wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I said, do you play professionally here in the street every day or every week? She said, ho, 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 ho. First lesson. So the next day I was in like a shot and got my free lesson. And from that day forth, I have been playing. It's 12 years now.
You were hooked?
I was totally hooked.
The humble ukulele has been reborn, I think.
It has.
Yeah.
But I kind of got into teaching adults way before anybody was teaching adults or
Right.
playing. It was all the children started.
Right.
But no one in New Zealand was playing 12 years ago.
Yeah.
When I got my first ukulele, I never knew how to tune it or anything. So I started to go and drove everyone mental.
That's a party right there. I mean, that's a happening thing. Why do you do it?
I do it for fun.
Yeah.
I'm the queen of fun.
Cool. And it's a release, eh?
It is a release.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
Okay, but here we go.
Yeah.
Notice the change in
Yeah.
my demeanour.
Yes.
Do you teach the Māori strum?
No, I don't.
The junga jukka junga jukka junga jukka.
I'm sure I could do it if
I'm
you
sure
showed
you
me
could
how to
because
do
you're a
it, but
determined woman.
I could do anything.
Yeah. We should do this one, eh?
Okay, hope you mind.
Okay.
All right. I'll let you sing that one, I think.
Okay.
I'll strum along. I'll follow you.
Hoki mai e tamama, kiroto, ingari wa e tu whera atu nei. Ki te kapa mai, te haki, ingarani, ngatia mana e.
Just keep going.
Hoki mai, ki te waka inga. E tutu ki te tumanga koe. Ki te kapa mai, te haki, ingarani, ngatia mana e.
Tahirua toru wha choice.
he mea tautoko.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.